Hello everyone and welcome to a new vlog. I'm doing something a bit different today and I am actually filming in the future. I filmed this vlog throughout the week and this is the end of it, but I realized that I never really explained what I wanted to at the very beginning, so I'm coming in now to kind of explain things, tell you a little bit about what this vlog is going to be like, and then I'll get into the actual footage from the week. So about a week and a half ago, I started not to feel very well, and I thought that maybe I had a urinary tract infection, which is really common in women. I just had like this weird like pressure in my abdomen and like kind of a pulling sensation. So I went to the doctor and they did a urinalysis and lo and behold, it came back negative. So I did not have one. So I was like, huh, that's interesting. And so I was experiencing symptoms for a few more days and I'm like, I better contact my OBGYN to just like get a checkup and let them know what's going on, like the kind of sensations, because what was happening, it wasn't just this pulling sensation and pressure, but like my stomach was so big, like anytime I would eat I'd get really bloated and my stomach looked like I was pregnant. It's embarrassing. So I had that going on. I had this pressure. It almost felt like cramps, like right before you're gonna get your period. It's like a very mild cramp that wasn't like a throbbing sensation. It was just really weird. And so I decided to make an appointment at my OBGYN, and in between the time that I made the appointment and could go actually see my doctor, I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw something popped up that was talking about this woman who had something that she thought was like a cyst or I don't know, I don't even remember what she said, but she went to the doctor with like normal symptoms and it turned out she had some horrible cancer. So then I started panicking and freaking out because I didn't realize my symptoms were symptoms of cancer. And what I learned was that ovarian cysts, fibroids, endometriosis, and other things like that were all had this very similar symptoms, all the same type of symptoms as like cervical and uterine cancers. So I was panicking. So then I went to the doctor and she did an exam on me. She tested me, my urine again, make sure I didn't have a UTI or any other infection. It all came back fine. She's like, you probably have a cyst. We're gonna do an ultrasound. So that's how this whole week started. And I have been a nervous wreck and have been dealing with really bad health anxiety. So this vlog is going to be just my experience with that, how it all played out, in hopes that you guys can find something useful and helpful by watching this, whether you deal with this kind of anxiety yourself or whether you know someone who does have anxiety. Maybe you could find this useful to kind of understand what they're going through and how you might be able to support them. But yeah, so I do want to say, just as kind of a trigger warning, I'm going to be talking about medical processes and women's symptoms and stuff like that. So if you would like to skip this video, feel free to do so. But otherwise, I hope you enjoy and find it helpful. Hey guys, so I haven't been filming that much this past week and a half or so because I've been a nervous wreck, like really, really bad anxiety. So today at 2 o'clock I have an appointment for, what the heck is it even called? An ultrasound. So they're just gonna take some images and look to see if there is anything wrong with me or anything going on. And I know that it is most likely that I just have like a cyst or something, which really shouldn't be that big of a deal and it's like nothing, but for some reason the symptoms of like simple things like cysts also are the same symptoms of horrible things like different cancers, and so I have been freaked out like so bad. I'm hoping that I'll get some sort of clue as to what it is today at the appointment, but I know that they have to send over images to my actual doctor and then they'll read it and let me know. But it's a Friday, so that means I'm probably not gonna hear back from my doctor till Monday or Tuesday, which is frustrating, but I also had to wait about a week from my initial doctor's appointment to actually even get into this ultrasound appointment. So yeah, I've just been a nervous wreck, trouble sleeping, just constantly thinking about it. And it's so silly because like cysts, for example, are quite a common thing that happen to women. So that's most likely what it is, but my mind goes to the worst case scenario. So yeah, I'm a nervous wreck. I'm at work right now, not working and talking to you guys instead. So I made myself a magnesium drink, which is just some like powdered magnesium that's like flavored like raspberry or something. Mix it with hot water and it's supposed to kind of like calm you down. So I've been sipping on that, and yeah, I'm just waiting. I guess my appointment's at 2, and between 1 and 1:30 I have to drink 32 ounces of water, and I'm not allowed to pee until after my appointment. So I have to drink a lot of water in a short amount of time, and I'm a bit nervous about being able to do that because I always struggle with drinking enough water as it is, and yeah. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go now and I'll update you guys when I get back and let you know how it went. Okay, I'm glad. I'm pretty sure they don't have to they won't be taking my heart rate or blood pressure, because that's, like I've said in previous videos, like that's one of my things I'm most nervous about, because not only am I just nervous about the appointment itself, but I'm nervous about being so nervous that my heart rate is at 150, 60, or 70, and they're gonna freak out and send me to the hospital, which I don't obviously want. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go, for real. Bye. Okay, so I just got back from my appointment and it was interesting. So first of all, I think I talked about how I had to drink 32 ounces of water right before I went in. That was extremely uncomfortable, and I thought I was gonna throw up because I'm not used to drinking that much water in a sitting. So that was rough. And then of course when they're doing the ultrasound, they're pressing on my stomach, so just really uncomfortable. But anyways, I was hold on, I'm gonna put my camera down. I was so stressed out that I did not look at her in the face the entire time she was doing the procedure, because I didn't want to like be worried like, oh, she made this expression, it must be something really bad. So I kind of just didn't look at her the whole procedure. And then afterwards, I don't know, she just wasn't making eye contact with me, and it freaked me out, and now I'm like, just, hi, you know, mama's stressed. So yeah, that's exactly why I didn't want to look at her, because I knew that I'd start coming to conclusions in my head. And I'm still doing that just based off of my final interaction with her. But yeah, so I guess I'm probably not going to hear back till Monday or Tuesday. The radiologist has to read the results and then will contact my doctor, who will then call me. So yeah, it's frustrating. I'm going to be a nervous wreck the rest of the weekend. So yeah. I think I'm going to take a hot shower, just to feel better, because I just feel stressed out, and I just want to feel better and try to enjoy my weekend a little bit. So I need to be productive this weekend. So I'm gonna go take a shower and relax for a little while. Good morning, happy Saturday. It is about 8 a.m. Andrew just left to go to the gym with his friend Daniel. So Daniel's been driving down from Buffalo to go to the gym with Andrew on Saturdays, which is nice. So they're out doing that. I am home, obviously. I just made some coffee, and I think that I'm gonna try to spend a little bit of time this morning tidying up the house and also getting myself together, because I think a friend of ours might be stopping by, so to have coffee with us and just chat. So I'd like to have the house clean, because I've been neglecting tidying the house at all this week. I think when I'm nervous like this and just feel this kind of anxiety, I have a really hard time doing anything productive. I'm somebody who has a hard time relaxing and not doing things that are productive in some way. Like I feel guilty. That's why I never got into playing video games or anything, I think, because I feel guilty doing that. Like I should be spending my time doing something else, and I know that's not like a good thing to I know it's not good to think that way, but that's something that I've definitely struggled with. So when I'm anxious though, I am the opposite. Like I can't do anything except for focus on what is going on in my head. And so I'll end up spending a lot of time just like sitting around and scrolling on Instagram and through TikTok videos and on YouTube, because like I can't focus on doing anything productive where I actually have to like sit down and think. So it's really frustrating because I have a lot of projects that I'm working on right now that I really need to get work done for. I'm working on 2 different books right now, and obviously I do this YouTube and just getting stuff done around the house, and I've just been really struggling with that. I don't want to do anything. I've just been sitting around and I feel guilty about it, but at the same time I'm just allowing myself to do it because I am really stressed out and I just want to get through this week. So but anyways, I am going to try to do something productive today, get the house cleaned, get myself ready, presentable, and also I really, really do need to spend time working on my book, just organizing the chapters that we got in and seeing what needs to be edited, what doesn't. So I really need to do that today. I'm going to try and see how it goes. But for right now, I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy my coffee and just kind of relax, because I don't often have mornings like this, because usually I wake up and go right to work. So I'm gonna enjoy this and then I'll get myself together. So I got some stuff done around the house and I thought I'd sit down and work on some editing. I have to read through a few chapters, but I'm sitting here trying to read them and the paper is very interesting. It's not the paper, but I just cannot focus. I just keep daydreaming and thinking of other things while I'm trying to read this. And I need to offer some type of advice or comments on this paper so I could send it back to the author. But yeah, I'd love to know if when you guys have anxiety, if you experience like brain fog and an inability to concentrate, and if you do, if you have any tips or tricks for dealing with that, I'd love to hear about it in the comments because I'm really struggling with that. I know I've struggled with it in the past as well, but I think now I'm really noticing it because I have stuff that I need to get done. And I've been in this stressful situation for over a week now, and like that's a little bit too long to not be doing anything, at least in my scenario. So yeah, if you have any tips and tricks, leave them in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to work on my vlog now and I'll check in with you guys later. Sunday morning and Andrew and I are on our way to go skiing. It is really warm out today. It's 41 degrees, which is crazy, but we have a lot of snow. And I'm filming on my phone at the moment because our GoPro is charging and hopefully it'll charge before we get to where we're gonna ski. So yeah, we thought we'd get outside because we haven't really done much outside this winter. This is our first time skiing this season, so
yeah. Hashtag truth.
Hashtag truth. Nice. Oh god, I'm gonna get ran over. Good job. Hey, you did it!
There she comes. Yeah, there you go. What are you doing? You alright?
Hey guys, Andrew and I just got back from skiing and I think it was really good for me to get outside and actually get some exercise. On the way home, I started not to feel good. I started to get cramps in my side, my lower abdomen, and then I got like car sick or something, and so I had Andrew drop me off at home before he went grocery shopping. And I am just exhausted now, like I have no energy at all. And it's kind of like making me nervous because I just think like, oh, maybe this is another symptom. I'm exhausted and that's not good. And so that's the kind of stuff that runs through my mind. It could just be nothing, or I'm just tired because of the change in weather or something, but my mind automatically goes to worst case scenario. So yeah, I am really tired, but I'm trying to still do some stuff around the house because I can't just lay around all day like I feel like I've been. So Andrew made us lunch and now I am working on some vlog stuff. I'm also gonna read some more for I'm also gonna read some more of the chapter I'm working on to edit. And yeah, hopefully get through today. Tomorrow's Monday. I'm really, really, really hoping that they call me tomorrow and just give me good news and that it's just nothing or like a cyst or something. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping is gonna happen because I hate waiting like this. It's been rough. So yeah, I'm gonna go try to work on some stuff and then maybe I'll just relax and take a nap. I'm so tired. Oh my gosh. I don't know, like I'm sure it's normal to just have days where you're really, really tired, or just a few days where you're really, really tired, but I don't know, it makes me nervous. But yeah. Okay, bye. Okay guys, today is the day. I will hopefully be hearing back from my doctor today. Until then, I'll be sitting at my work computer, trying to work, hopefully getting some stuff done, and just waiting. in suspense. It's 10:10 and nothing. No calls yet. It's 11:15 and still nothing. I did get 2 phone calls from my boss, which both times I got terrified for, thinking it was the doctor, and it wasn't. So I'm just sitting here waiting, trying to work. It's 12 o'clock, guys, and nothing. No phone calls. What are your thoughts?
I don't think. It's bad for me.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh my god.
It's the screaming goat.
2 p.m. update. I still haven't received a phone call, and at this point I'm kind of just thinking I might not hear back from them today, which is frustrating, but there's nothing I can do about it. So, I mean, they have a few hours. I don't even know what time they close, but probably like 5 or 6. So there's still some time, but I don't know. I'm not holding my breath. I've kind of just calmed down a little bit and stopped thinking about it. But yeah, it's frustrating. I wish I could have heard back earlier today so that I could just have relaxed and not been so stressed out. But it is what it is. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. So it is 3:40 and my mom suggested that I call the OBGYN and see if they got my results in. So I did. And I spoke to the receptionist and she said that she was gonna have a nurse call me back at some point. Which I know obviously she's not gonna tell me my results. A nurse would be the one to do that, but I'm just freaked out and I just want them to call, but I also don't want them to call. So yeah, so that's what's happening. I was hoping this would have been over with by now, but I don't know. So I'm here, just about done with work. I have a sprinkles on my lap for moral support. You on my lap for moral support? Yeah. Baby springs. Freezing. So cold out. So it is Tuesday and I finally have an update on my ultrasound. Oh, my cat's coming. Hi, Nunu. Do you want to do the update? Hey, honey. Hey. Oh, okay. I just want to be in here and sit. Yeah, so I finally have an update on the ultrasound. It was kind of an annoying thing because yesterday around 3 o'clock I decided to call them to see if they had any updates. They said they did receive my results and that a nurse would call me back, but no one called me back. So then I waited this morning for a little while, I think until 10:45, and no one called me. So I'm like, maybe I should call again. So I called and they said, oh sure, the nurse is on the phone right now. I'll have her call you when she's done. Then I didn't hear back for hours, and about 1:30 someone finally called me and they're like, oh yeah, we found a complex mass on your ovary. And I was like, what? My heart kind of sank and I'm like, well, what does that mean? Is it like a cyst? And she's like, oh yeah, it's a cyst. And I was like, couldn't you just say that? But I mean, I know that she was just reading what the results were, but it just freaked me out when she said that. So yeah, so I guess there are two different categories. There's simple cysts and complex cysts. The simple ones are much simpler. I think they're just filled with like fluid, and the complex ones are a mix between fluid and tissue and stuff. I don't know. But the simple ones are nicer to have. The complex ones I think are they're not bad, but some of them can be cancerous, but it's very rare. So anyways, so it's not the best news. I don't feel the greatest, but I guess in 5 weeks I have to go back and get another ultrasound to make sure that it got smaller, because they did say that the cyst was shrinking. It seemed to be getting smaller, but I'm not really sure how they could tell that based off of one ultrasound. I don't know, but that's what she told me. And she said it was totally normal and common, so I'm assuming that's a good thing and I shouldn't be worried, but hopefully I'll feel completely relieved after the next ultrasound. But yeah, so that is my update. This was this whole week and a half saga of stress is now relatively over. I feel a lot better. Most of my symptoms are gone, so that's a good sign, I think. But anyways, I hope that you guys found this video useful or helpful in some way. I know, like, whether you are experiencing health anxiety yourself, I hope that you find things you can relate to and kind of can make you feel better about your own experiences. And if you don't have this kind of anxiety, I hope that maybe you can kind of get an insight as to what it is to experience this, and maybe how you can better support people who you know that are experiencing this kind of anxiety, because it really stinks. And you know, it's frustrating because I did think that I would feel a lot better. Like, I knew in my heart that, like, I probably didn't have cancer, nothing bad was going to happen, but I couldn't stop those thoughts, and I thought I would feel a lot better once I received the phone call. And you know, I don't feel a lot better. I feel a little better, but because I have to go for another ultrasound to make sure that it's shrinking and everything's okay with it, then, you know, like, I'm assuming then I'll feel better. But yeah, it's having this kind of anxiety really stinks. And for those of you that are experiencing this, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I hope you found this video helpful in some way, and I really appreciate you watching. If you have any comments you'd like to leave below about your anxiety experiences, or tips and tricks for dealing with this, I would love to read them, so please put them below, and feel free to like and subscribe and ring the notification bell so you can see when I post another video. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a great rest of your week. Bye!